Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and this is video number 9 regarding Mr. Torque's Borderlands Arena of Badassery. This time we have 4 additional expansions. We have Moxxi, Steve, Tiny Tina, and MFC Obstacle Pack. All of these were included in the Kickstarter for Mr. Rogue's Borderlands Arena of Badassery. To use any of these expansions, you need to pick up a copy of the core box set, Mr. Torque's Borderlands Arena of Badassery. Inside this box, you can find all the rules, all the tokens you're going to need. You can find the additional figures you're going to need, and everything you're going to need to actually play the game. Without this game, the expansions are pretty worthless. So, again, we have Moxxi, Steve, Tiny Tina, and MFC Obstacle Pass. Oh, excuse me, MFC Obstacle Pack. Again, all of these were brought to you by Monster Fight Club and Gearbox Entertainment. It was released in 2023. For more information, go to monsterfightclub.com. So we're going to move this down. And we could do, let's crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have inside the box. So we got 4 of them. Looks like we have a card and a figure. So let's take a look at the card. So introducing a new card. We have Moxxi. Again, we have 3. And we have the 1 card here. Again, all the cards are set up identically. You have Moxxi. Again, these are the 3. So at the beginning of each game, every character has 3 actions. You have one where you would use this colored dice, and these where you would use this colored dice. This is the stat lines that we have for all the character. And then we have its special abilities. We have Crowd Pleaser. When the enemies receive the moved order, this Vault Hunter may discard 1 loot token it is carrying to make all enemies move towards this Vault Hunter. Equipment she has is Quick Shot. That has that on the back of the card. And you get 3 cards, of course, in that deck. Each one has something a little different, but they are set up identically. You have Moxxi, Hell Hath No Fury. So you make a choice which card you want to use. So when you first get in, you use in your first level, you here. When you go to second level, you could choose between these 2. So you'd get this plus this. Then if you get to the 3rd level, you'd have this plus 1 of these plus this. Then you'd have in the 4th level, again, you'd be here, 1 of these, this one, and 1 of these. So the 3 options that you have are Hell Hath No Fury, Wedding Day Massacre, and New Romance. So we'll take a look at this one real quick. So again, you have the title of the character, you have a picture of the character, you have the title of the card, then you have what you get in your level 1, which would be a ranged +1. For level 2, you get a choice. You get either ranged +1 again, so you'd be ranged +2, or melee +2. Then you move down to level 3. The first attack you make each activation deals 1 additional wound. And then if you go down to 4, you gain 1 additional yellow action token. During your activation, you may make 1 green attack for free. So again, the green and the yellow that they're speaking of is right up here. I believe that's the D12 and that's the D8. That's what those 2 cards are. They are. Okay, so there you have it. So that's that character Moxxi. So we get 2 cards. Again, the silica gel, don't eat that. And they come in nice little packaging. And we have the character Moxxi. Very cool looking character. Again, this is based off of the video game, so most people would be familiar with this character. So that is your first unboxing for today, which was the character Moxxi. Then the next one we're going to take a look at is Steve. Again, it's set up identically. Portion of the top to the figure again. Silica gel, don't need that. And then we have our extra cards. So this one seems to be a little bit different this time. So this is a villain. Steve looks like it's a guy who's recording. So again, all the cards that are the yellow and black cards, which are your villains, are set up the same way. You have the title of the, or the name of the character, a picture of the character, you have their stat line. They can move 3, their defense is 8, and they have 9 lives. They have 2 shields. The abilities are personalized SMG and hey-oo. Range 4, strength 8. Special, new scene, a random vault hunter that does not already have the spotlight gains the spotlight. Flip the card over. Again, in the back, if you're using one of the sheriff cards, you'll look right in here. It'll tell you what kind of character you need to use, which is unique. Again, Steve is a unique character. So if Steve is being attacked, let's just say by Moxxi, and she rolls a 0 on her die, that's considered a fumble. Move 3 zones towards the Vault Hunter that just missed and then attack it if able. Now, if Steve is attacking Moxxi and he rolls a 0, defensive fumble, gain deadly. And again, special abilities, personalized SMG, all of this model's attacks gain rapid 3. Hey-oo! When a Vault Hunter gains the spotlight, recharges model's shield. So that's that character card. Then we also have the spotlight card. So I'll see he's recording. This is always the on these cards here. That's always the front of the card when they have this icon on it, like that, looks like that, meaning you put the spotlight on the character. So got technical difficulties, cut, main character, places people, and then it gives you a little bit of information down here, which puts the character on spotlight. It says, when you attempt a tech skill roll, gain the spotlight. While this Vault Hunter has a spotlight, they suffer 1 additional wound whenever they suffer wounds. Then you have cut, main character, and places people. So again, having the spotlight on you is, in some regards, is good. In other regards, it's not so good. So again, these are 4 cards that are like that. And we have one more villain named Steve. And then we can take a look at Steve. Steve's got the video camera. Again, the orange, sometimes it's not so easy to see. Again, these are true 28mm figures, but at the same time, they are not heroic size, meaning they're a little thin. Comparative to like your 40K, which is like 32mm, and of course, something like the CMON figures, which be a little bit, they're just a little bulkier than these guys are. But the sculpts are really cool, have a lot of detail to them, and they're very well constructed. So no complaints from me on these guys. They might be a little thin, but that's cool. Okay, so that's your second character that we unboxed for today, which is the character Steve. Next one we're going to look at is Tiny Tina. Again, let's crack this bad boy open. Again, with Tiny Tina, we're going to have some more cards right off the bat. Move down just a little bit, make sure we don't run out of space here. Here. So again, we have Tiny Tina. Again, we have the base card and then your 3 options when taking this character, just like for Moxxi. So again, that's your character card. Again, her attacks, she gets 3. She gets her green die and 2 rolls of the yellow die. I believe these are 8-sided dice, and this is a 12-sided dice. Again, stat lines. So this is, it says her special skills, which is Badonks. At the start of each scenario, place 3 badass tokens anywhere on the arena. After all enemies complete a move order, this Vault Hunter may choose to blow up any badass tokens placed in this way. Remove the chosen badass tokens and all models in the same zones as the tokens suffer an incendiary attack with the strength of 2d8. Equipment is Hedgehog and Quick Shot. Flip the card over. Again, that's blue. So let's take a look at these. Again, you're going to choose which one of the Tiny Tinas you want to use. You don't use all three. You pick one of these. So either you're going to go to Boomtown, you're going to do Bunker Master, or you're going to do Mushy Snugglebites. Again, let's take a look at this one here. All the cards are set up identically. You have the title of the character or the name of the character, the picture of the character. Then also you have the name of the actual individual card. Now what happens is this: when you're level 1, she gets a ranged +1 when fighting. When she moves to level 2, she gets 1 + 2. So she can get range +1, tech +1, and reflexes +1. Now again, those are right here. That's your range score, that's your reflex score, and that's your tech score right there. So you may equip up to 2 grenades and use each of them once per activation. So you can throw 2 grenades. So you can do range +1 for your first level. For your second level, you add this plus this. Third one, you add this, and your rocket launchers are never out of ammo. So you can continually fire and never run out of ammunition, which is a really, really good stat. And then when you go to 4th level, you go your explosive attacks deal 1 additional wound, or during your activation, you may make 1 green attack for free. So you, instead of getting 1 here, you now get 2 of those. So you get 2d12, which is a pretty powerful character we have here. And then the other 2 cards are set up identically. Again, the information is just a little different on each of the cards, I'll see. And you make the selection which one you want to use during your, when using or selecting that character. So we're going to put this over here like so. Then, of course, inside the box, we also have another lid, another silica gel. Don't eat that. And, of course, we have our Tiny Tina. So she is a grenade thrower. So that's a pretty powerful character right there. Again, like I'm saying to you, they are on the little thinner side. And that's okay, because they are really quite cool looking miniatures, as you can tell. There's a lot of detail to them. Really well constructed, really, really cool. Very, very cool, actually. Let's see, compared to her. She's a little shorter, but she's okay, but that's why they call her Tiny Tina. So there's Tiny Tina. Gotta get this one as well, so we're just gonna back this up just a little bit. Back this one up just a little bit, back this one up just a little bit, so we can fit everything in here. So we can crack open our 4th and final expansion for today. So again, as I'm talking about, just real quick, I could show you, this is just another 28mm figure. Again, you could see that they are a little, again, a little thicker, a little boxier, just a little bit more. Again, he has his armor on and stuff, but you could tell that there's a difference between the size of the figures themselves. This figure, again, is not included in the purchase of this expansion, of these expansions. That's for demonstration purposes only. And last but not least, we have the MFC Obstacle Pack. Again, this was released in 2023. For more information, go to monsterfightclub.com. So we have MFC Obstacle Pack. So we got some cool obstacles. Put this over here, just kind of shift these guys down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Put this over here. Of course, we got some more silica gel. Again, don't eat that at home. So we've got some packs of tires, just what we need. Behind the tires. So there's, you get one of those. You get 2 of these. Some more tires. You get 4 of these. You get 4 barrels. Nice thick plastic. Very durable, very strong. And you get 4 single tires. So again, go through it again. You get 2 of these figures. You get 1 of the large one. You get 4 of these, 4 of these, and you get 4 single tires. And that's part of the MFC obstacle pack. So what we unboxed today, just a reminder again, so I'm just going to move the camera up just a little bit, just as a final reminder. So today we picked up and showed you the expansions for Mr. Torgue's Borderlands Arena of Badassery. The last one we showed you was the MFC obstacle pack, which is right here. We showed you this character right here, which was the first one, which is Moxxi. We also showed you this character here, who is Steve. Pull this down just a little bit so we can fit everything in here. And of course, we also showed you the character over here, which was Tiny Tina. I'm just going to back that up just a little bit, the camera, and pull this up just a little bit. So this is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of Mr. Torgue's Borderlands Arena of Badassery. Today we unboxed Moxxi, Steve, Tiny Tina, and MFC Obstacle Pack. And as always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.